Hi again, this is Phil Taylor with Team Desert Edge. Got the Team Geo3 right here. As you can see, beautiful anodizing by Planet Eclipse. Really love this gun. We just recently got these for the UWO finals in Chicago. Anyway, what we're going to do for you today is just do some basic maintenance on a spool valve. The Geo3 is a very simple gun, very easy to clean, very easy to maintain, which is part of the reason we love Eclipse. We'll go ahead and get that started for you here. Now, what you're going to go ahead and start with is just going ahead and taking out the back of the bolt system here. As you can see, very simple to bring out. What I like to do is loosen it up with the tool and usually take it out with your fingers from there. You're going to go ahead and pull that out. And most of the time the rest of the bolt assembly is not going to come out, so this is not all you want to take care of. You're going to go ahead, put your finger right down here and just push on the back of the bolt, as you can see. And then reach your finger on the inside. And if you're having a little bit of difficulty, like I'm having right now, just go ahead and take the back of a squeegee or a barrel swab and just go ahead and push it through. Now that's the bolt system. The Geo, very, very simple, very easy to take apart. Go ahead and move the gun to the side for the moment here. Now, you're also going to want to push this thing, the bolt, right out of its assembly right here. And these are the three major components of the bolt. Very, very simple. Now, with the Geo, you're going to want to make sure you use gun grease, not gun oil. Now, of all the spoolies I've shot, this is probably the easiest to maintain and requires the least maintenance, but to make sure you never have any complaints, very simple rule of thumb. First thing you want to do is after you take out the entire bolt assembly, you're going to go ahead and clean things off. So all of this is going to have some grease on it, may have some dirt buildup if you've been playing outdoors like our team likes to. So you just go ahead and get a microfiber, clean all that off. Just get all the oil or all the grease right off of that. Do the same thing, the assembly there, go ahead and clean it off. I even like to clean up the center a little bit. Go ahead and use a barrel swab for that. And then the bolt, I'm using the soft face bolt here. Obviously you can use the hard face. Love the soft face, haven't had any breaks to the Geo yet on it. So go ahead and clean that off as well. Get it all nice and clean. Now, you're going to go ahead and take gun grease. It's very common to over apply this, so there's no need to do that. Very, very simple. You just take a very little amount. We'll go ahead and actually start with the back of it right here. Now, if you look closely, there's an O-ring right here, and there's going to be an O-ring right back there. Those are the only two parts of this that you actually need to grease. So we're going to go ahead and put a little dab right there, and a little dab right back here. Then you can just rub that around. Very, very simple. Okay, now with this part, what we're going to do is you can see there's two O-rings right here. Now one of the things you want to pay attention, there's also an O-ring right on the inside of that. Okay, so we're going to grease all of that. And then what Eclipse actually suggests in their manual is that you go ahead and put a little bit of grease right inside of here as well. But just a little bit. So what we'll do is get a dab right here. As you can see, rub all that around. Get a nice even coating on those O-rings. Again, you don't want it to be gloppy. As you can see, I'm getting it till there's a thin film, not so that there's globs of that. That can cause problems for your marker. Also get a little bit on the inside here. And just a little bit. Go ahead and rub that around here. Very, very simple. Now for the inside, best way to apply that, I actually like to just get a little bit right in there, right on the edge, and then I go ahead and put it in on my finger and just rub it around on the inside. Now this, you need even less on, just a very thin coating. Then last part of the bolt right here, again, same thing, right on the O-rings. Go ahead and rub that around. And if you're ever having a problem with your Geo shooting, anything like that, it's usually stemming from greasing it. So I recommend you do this every single time you go to practice. Just do it right after practice. It's really easy. You get home, and you go ahead, just take your gun apart, clean it up. Very thin coating right around the tip of this as well. Good to go. The way you put it back together, like that, and like that. Go ahead, bring the gun back over here, slide it back into the body of the gun. Go ahead and screw that back in. Now again, want to screw it in hand tight, go ahead and take your largest Allen key on your Eclipse set. Just go ahead and tighten it. No reason to torque or anything like that, just till it doesn't move. Then you're good to go. Very, very simple to maintain the Geo3. It's one of the best, hands down, probably my favorite spoolie on the market. Really great gun. And that, some of the other videos will go ahead and show you how to do some more of the advanced adjustments, everything like that. Now, aside from that, again, one other thing I do right before I play, just to make sure everything stays nice and greased, it's the only time I use the gun oil. Go ahead, put one drop in there right before you put your tank on for practice. Nothing more, don't need anything more than that. Just goes ahead and gets a nice little bit of oil throughout the gun, keeps everything nice and smooth and running. Old paintball trick right there to keep your gun from ever having issues. Other than that, very, very simple. You're good to play, and you can go ahead and put your marker away and take it out to play again. Again, this is Phil Taylor with Team Desert Edge, and this was the Geo3. Thanks.